downloads regarding a subject matter or a particular statement used by the anchor was highlighted as a foundation of all the cases, basically. Now, that must be for a particular period of time, 1 week or
There, Millard, it is not that only one anchor, Millard, is responsible for it. Also.
160 I am 167
আরেকটা আছে
Sugar,
কোনটা দেখে
petitioner.
Yes, which matter you will be following, Mr. Jetmalani?
But 168.
160.
166. Sorry, 166, brother. 166.
That's WPA.
WP 9623.
9623.
well, ARG outliner.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Outlier.
Yes, please.
Well, there are really three issues in this matter. Well, there are two FIRs filed, and I argued briefly before your lordship that both those FIRs do not disclose any offense. But as a preliminary, before we go to that submission, whether the offense is disclosed or not under the new sections corresponding to 153A, etc., that there are multiple FIRs filed. And the AG was supposed to make a statement about how many FIRs they are filed and whether they can all be consolidated together.
166 is Mayuk's matter.
Yeah. 166, by the way, Manoj, is the.
966 is ARG, 168 is Mayuk.
I'm also in 168, which refers to the anchor. The file by the anchor is the petitioner, Mayuk Ghosh.
1037.
So, Manoj, there are your lordship said last time that that would be on a consideration of Kedarnath and so on the first aspect, whether the offense is disclosed. But the preliminary point was whether the learned AG was consenting that all this should be, all the FIRs, since they arise on the same cause of action and the same utterances of Mr. Mayuk Ghosh,
in terms of
that they should all be clubbed together.
in terms of
Once that is done, we can, once that preliminary stage is done, then we can argue on merits regarding the 482 aspect, whether an offense is disclosed or not.
Yes, Mr. Have you got
The alternative submission of my learned friend should be the fundamental submission. If he does not make out a case, then the question of having investigation doesn't arise. Or Miller consolidating all the cases and investigated by one officer. Now, please have a look to Miller the prayers in 166.
166.
166, we are not preparing as ARG.
At page 27, prayer B is deployment of special forces at their office.
168.
Page this is at page 27. Prayer B.
Prayer 160 we had asked for protection. 166 we had asked for protection.
Prayer C is explain safety and security of life and property of the petitioner and officials. Prayer D is respondent number 5 to disclose, furnish information regarding the FIR's lodged complaints under inquiry as against the petitioner number 1 and its officials. E is
Protection month.
lodgement of first information reports against the petitioners, etc., emanating from the recent violence of such and such. Then mandamus directing preventing illegal arrest of the officials so and so on issues relating to coverage such and such. Then complaint of 27/4/25 as FIR and direct investigation in so and so by a centralized agency. Then Sashorai, etc. Now, this appears to be the first prayer. Now, the first prayer is in the first petition. But if my learned friend's case is that it does not disclose a cognizable offense on a bare perusal of the FIR, then everything must come to an end over here. Let him demonstrate before this court that the FIR does not disclose any cognizable offense. We'll be very happy not to investigate.
No, but then you have already lodged, I believe, 2 FIRs are being
Yes.
challenged.
4. Millard, we have Pursuant to your lordship's earlier direction, my lord, we have tried to find out what are the cases which is registered against Mr. Moik Ranjan Ghosh and Republic Mamla, that is ARG outlier.
Outlier. এটা কি নাম কি ARG outlier নাকি what is the name?
The ARG outlier is the company's name, and I think in that the prayer, as my learned friend has read out, is only that there should be protection granted in view of the threats to demolish the office, to come and beat up the anchor, and so on and so forth. I think those are concerned with
that he has said already on the first date. That assurance has been given.
Nothing has happened also.
Nothing will happen to
Manoj, I don't know about, is there anything else, Mr. Sandeepan? Manoj, can tell us whether there's anything else left in that petition? Because I was not there when that petition was filed. That is 166.
My lord, if my learned friends' clients are informed of the cases pending against them, my lord, which I've handed up to the court, I can hand up to my learned friend here, so that they can take appropriate steps in the respect.
Sandeepan, open his mouth.
My writ petitions, the offences
We
are
are aware of 1, 3, and 4. Because in the first matter, we had text the 35(3) notice of
ঠিক আছে Malda Cyber PS case number 9 also. 8. 9 is not related to your case.
যেটা চলছে ARG outlier.
So there presently, so far as your office's information is concerned, there are 4 cases. Mr. Dotto, there are presently, according to your information, there are 4 cases. There are 4 cases. Now,
one police station. I've not even seen those 2 FIRs. You only have 2 FIRs.
So, Manoj, may I suggest this?
my order. I will put this in my order. That would be much more.
Yes, so let them furnish us a copy of the, because we have only dealt with 2 FIRs in our writ petition. If there are 4, let them give us copies of those FIR. We will add them to our petition, and I will argue it tomorrow. I have no difficulty.
You have 3 FIRs already with you. Only one is
2
not,
FIRs.
according to Mr. Ganguly.
We have 2.
I don't know. Mr. Ganguly is better informed. I have to bow to him, sir.
Have 2 only.
You said 1,
2.
4.
No, 3 we had annexed the 35(3), but that FIR is not with us. Now that related to Malda crime number 3, 9.
9.
In
So
the
we have-
meantime, you consolidate in one police.
You can't get all the FIRs. You've got some other allegations.
Mr.
See everything. You want me to go blind? Don't do all this shit.
Mr. Dotto, just suggest one centralized office.
We have taken instruction.
Yes.
I see Vidhannagar cyber, because yes, he can undertake the investigation. But Muller,
In all the cases.
in all the cases, but no, kindly do not pass any
I'm not-
interim order.
I'm only just centralizing the things.
Very good.
Interim order in our favor. Our favor.
Huh?
That statement is being continuing by the blood that particular unscrupulous man.
That I will come to them.
I'm setting interim order in my matter because they're still continuing with the offense. Let him demonstrate whether it's offense or not, whether the basic structure of the constitution has been hit.
I will come on my let your cases from Vidhannagar only. Yes, sir. So Vidhannagar as submitted on behalf of the state. First, let all these FIRs come to the inspector in charge, Cybercrime Police Station, Vidhannagar. That is what it. All the FIRs be
Yes.
sent to the inspector in charge, Cybercrime Police Station, Vidhannagar, who will investigate the cases which are presently known to this court and subsequently registered.
Anything
Yes.
will happen subsequently also, let it be informed to that police station.
And that is what I am wanting. That is, otherwise, it's very difficult. Then we'll be dealing one by one. Your cases of Vidhannagar only.
And Lordship, another thing, court should also direct them to restrict their voice. Kindly, language.
I'm coming to.
This should be. Whereas if they're continuing with it, it has a ripple effect. But
I
this
see.
hostile labeling, that
I
makes it secular,
see.
you kindly go out of the country.
Just 1 minute, sir.
Hostile
If
labeling.
it's a penal offense, it's a penal offense.
I see Bidhannagar Cybercrime Police. What is the exact designation?
But IC Bidhannagar Police Station Cyber.
Is it?
Bidhannagar Cyber Crime PS. Milord, in the statement that I have given, there your lordship will find word against serial number 1, Bidhannagar PS, Bidhannagar Cyber Crime PS.
Yes. এটা যে ওখান তো আছেই, তাহলে ওখানে সবাই চলে যাবে। I mean, downloads regarding a subject matter or a particular statement used by the anchor was highlighted as a foundation of all the cases, basically. Now, that must be for a particular period of time, 1 week or
Milord, it is not that only one anchor, Milord, is responsible for it. The Bhaskar Bosu are, and the rest were the panelists. But could I say this, may I suggest this? For the present, let these 4 cases be handed over to this gentleman. Let him in the investigation. In any other Milord perpetrating act that would be looked into later on.
A word of caution may be pronounced from
Because
Any other perpetrating act? I mean, the act is already perpetrated.
any Milord law which can prevent them. The law is there, but it is violated, and nobody is there to Milord implement it.
চলো দিয়ে দাও, 1:40 বাজে।
Another aspect, Lordship.
Just no more now, sir, before the vacation.
Lordship, that's Kedarnath's test, whether it is satisfying that test or not. This is important because, Lordship, somebody will say that overthrow the constitution, change the constitution. It's very easy to pronounce this kind of statements in India, my lord. But if this court doesn't come to in aid of the people who are secular, then
Where is your office actually? Nearby only. Office.